upon the door of Wittenberg, a solid banging could be heard. A monk did stand before the church, and
Martin Luther
was his name. As Luther nailed his theses upon the church that day, a fire was burning in his heart. Reform was now about to start. On the eve of All Saints' Day, when religious folks would come to pray, 1517 was the year. October 31st we do hold dear, a day Martin knew that some would see, a proclamation of truth which had to be. That compromise had come, the great undoing of more than some. By salvation, men were told, selling grace for bits of gold. A penny in the copper rings, another soul from purgatory springs. And Luther was outraged. The wicked church had changed it up to doctrines and traditions all corrupt. Pope and priests did wish Luther ill, hoping their power would be theirs still. Leaders of the blind they were, and from the gates of heaven far, their lives did show but evil, and their time had come for an upheaval. A papal bull set out the word. The wild boar was loosed in the vineyard of the Lord. Indeed, Luther was a boar, a man so bold as to throw an inkstand at the devil, it is told. Luther's mouth could not be shut, his pen and ink would cry out, justified by faith, and faith alone, not by works of righteousness that we own. No man saves his soul to heaven, it's done by Jesus Christ, now given. A man must be born again. The Spirit's work, we know not when. Elect and sealed by God's decree. Holy Scriptures revealed the key. What truths were told to men so lost. God's mercy given at great cost. The Pope and King did try to win, but in the end, there's death for sin. The Imperial Council in the city of Worms, a trial for heresy, and Luther's stand was firm.
Martin Luther, do you proclaim that these books are yours? And if so, are in these books are false teachings?
He taught and preached for years to come. Actually, a trial for heresy. Mrs. Johnson is done. Here we go.
Unless I am convinced by the testimony of the Holy Scriptures or by evident reason, for I can believe neither Pope nor councils alone, as it is clear that they have erred repeatedly and contradicted themselves. I consider myself convicted by the testimony of the Holy Scriptures, which is my basis. My conscience is captive to the Word of God. Thus I cannot and will not recant, because acting against one's conscience leads to the same course now. Here I stand. I cannot do otherwise. God help me. Amen.
He taught and preached for years to come. great Reformation had begun. 'Tis still observed today by some. May all proclaim what God has done.